तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. So everybody memorize the invocation mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam.
I have memorized.
Yes, Prabhu, you can chant.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti.
Okay. So in a simple way, can someone explain the meaning of the invocation? What would be the meaning? Easy, no? In a simple way, you can say what you understood.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu's raised his hand, Mataji.
Huh?
Yes,
Hare
Krishna Mataji, may I?
Yeah.
Mataji, actually everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna, and since everyone emanated from Krishna, everyone is complete as a whole, but still dependent on Krishna. But after that, Krishna is still independent and he is complete as a whole, even if there are innumerable part and parcels.
Yes. Very nice. Okay. So that is one thing. And the first mantra, Ishavasya. Who knows?
No, I know, but anyone can try. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
someone else can try. If nobody knows, you can try. Say.
I'll try, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्चगत्यां जगत्तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जिता मागृत्कस्य विशुद्धधनम्.
Very nice. So what? What is the meaning? Ishavasamitam sarvam. What would be the meaning?
Everything, material or spiritual, is
Yes.
he is the proprietor. He
Yeah,
belongs to
belongs
him.
to Krishna.
Belongs to him.
Yes, and he is the proprietor. He is the controller.
He is the controller.
Ishavasamitam sarvam. Yes, and then tena
And,
bhunjita.
and we are supposed to only take whatever is allotted to us as our quota.
Yes. Okay. So yes, whatever is in our quota, we should take it. So these invocation and mantra one, you both of this you should be knowing in detail. Okay, so we finished this. Also, we learned something called Atmahanta. No, who's that? Atmaha or Atmahanta.
Atmaha, it's
Killer
it
of
is
the
killer of the
soul.
soul. Killer of
How
the
do you
soul.
say so? Soul doesn't die, no? Then who's the killer of the soul?
No, it's a simile. It's primarily it's not that soul is dying. He's doing such activities that the ultimate destination of the soul is not reached.
Yes. Yes. So that is one Atmaha. And also the fifth verse having lot of contradiction. No, what are the contradiction? The fifth verse have.
He walks, but he doesn't walk.
Yes, Krishna
He's
walks, he
there.
doesn't walk.
He's here, but he's not here.
Yes, he's far as well as near.
He's near.
He's within everything, but he's also all pervading everywhere.
Yeah, he's within us, he is also outside everything. Okay. So within everything as what? He's within everything as
Atma.
Paramatma.
Paramatma.
Purpose.
Kshirodakshi.
but in the
Paramatma.
Andantarasa, yes, Kshirodakshai Vishnu. And
Shirodasha Vishnu.
what is the size of the Paramatma?
Thumb,
The
size
di-
of the thumb.
no, the
Size of
distance
between
between the
the
thumb
thumb.
and the ring finger, no, Mataji.
Yes, thumb and the ring finger. Krishna became the size of thumb somewhere. Where was it?
When
Where is
he
it? In the
protected
Bharata.
Parikshit Maharaj in the womb
Parikshit
of
Maharaj in
Of
the
Uttara.
yeah
In
womb
the
of
womb
Uttara.
of Uttara, he became the size of the thumb. Otherwise, the Kshiradasha Vishnu is between the size between the thumb and the little finger, which is approximately
8 inches.
8 inches. Very nice. It's 8 inches. Okay. So there are, so this is one thing, 8 inches of the Lord. And here, when you say the Lord is near as well as far, what do you mean by that? Near for whom? Krishna is near for?
So
But the
he is in
devotees.
Goloka
devotees.
Vrindavan.
Yes. For a devotee, Krishna is nearby, and for a non-devotee, he is far. Okay. And what about he is within and without? Okay. And he walks and doesn't walk. What do you mean by that? He walks as well as he doesn't walk. Yes. He walks and doesn't walk. Forgot? He walks with us, no, as Paramatma. And he doesn't walk as?
Bhagavan
His
in
Vigraha.
Golaka.
Means he's in his Goloka. Goloke Vanivishyati Akilatma Bhuya. When he is in Goloka, he doesn't walk. He is there in Goloka, like with the lotus, and he is there. At the same time, he was walking with us. When Prabhupada was a Grihastha, means, and then he had a small son, and they were like, he was 4-year-old or something, and they was having an evening walk. Almost it was late night, and then there was a beautiful moon. It was a full moon day or something of a night. And then Prabhupada's son immediately looked at the moon, and they walked for some time. And the son asked Prabhupada, he was Abhay Charan at that time, why is the moon walking with us? Wherever we go, the moon is coming. But is actually moon walking with us?
No.
Huh? No.
No,
He's
no.
not.
No.
Yeah, he's not. He's we feel that, no, that the Lord is walking with us. So here, okay. So here, this is a contradiction. That this is contradictions are called as what Shakti of the Lord? This contradiction. What is this called as?
Achintya.
Yeah,
Achintya.
Achintya Shakti or inconceivable. No, it's inconceivable for us. We can't conceive. We can't even relate to it. We can't understand that. How is this happening? So yes, so that is one thing, that this inconceivable potency of the Lord. Okay, so this is what mantra 5 taught us. Now let's see mantra 6 of Ishopanishad, the 6th mantra. Okay. So Ishopanishad mantra 6. Okay. यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मनि एवानुपश्यति सर्वभूतेषु च आत्मानं ततो न विजुगुप्सते. So yastu sarvani bhutani, he who systematically sees everything in relation to the Supreme Lord, who sees all living entity as his part and parcel, and who sees the Supreme Lord within everything, never hates anything or any being. So who sees every living Lord within everything. What does Bhagavad Gita say about this person who sees Supreme Lord within everyone and everything?
Panditah Samadarshinaha.
Very nice. What is that sloka? Vidya Vinaya?
Vidya
Vidya
Vinaya Sampanne
Brahmane
Brahmane Gavihastini
Brahmane Gavihastini.
Nityaiva Svapake cha Pandita
Panditah
Samadarshinaha.
Very nice.
Samadarshinaha.
So a
Yes.
Pandita sees everyone equal because he sees the Paramatma in everyone, who sees the Supreme Lord within everything and everyone. And he sees everyone as part and parcel of the Lord, which is that sloka which says, we are all part and parcel of Krishna.
Mammaivansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha.
Yes.
Manaish.
Manashastrana
Indriyani.
Prakriti
Prakriti
Sthani
Sthani Karshati.
Karshati. Okay.
Prakriti
So
Sthani Karshati. Yes.
yeah. So this is what it says, and he says this is a pandita or a pure devotee sees everything in relation with the Supreme Lord, everything. For example, Srila Prabhupada pluck a rose, okay, and he smelled it. You know, anyone smelled the roses in Vrindavan? Any of you? When you go to Vrindavan, you might even get it as prasadam from temple. No? Nobody from this class? Oh, you missed something. No, you never smelled a rose from Vrindavan? It's
I did,
very
Mataji.
nice. You did? It's It's amazing smell. It's like even evening you take, it might be a dried rose. Even evening you take and smell it. Normal rose. It's not a very gorgeous or something. It's some small rose. Little pink color. It's like just smell it, and the garlands are made out of it, and you just smell it. It's like so amazing smells, especially in Vrindavan. I felt it. So Prabhupada was smelling, and Prabhupada immediately, we couldn't have related to Krishna, but Prabhupada said, see this rose, which is just a small creation of Krishna, it has so much smell. How much smell will the creator has? So he's relating immediately to Krishna. And once one brahmachari, he never met Prabhupada. So he went to the airport to see Prabhupada, and he was playing Mridanga, and Prabhupada was coming, the Kirtan was having. So he never met him personally. So he was just casually, he was doing the Kirtan. And then instead of Prabhupada, who came? The air hostess came. And you know what happened? Nobody heard about this? No? Okay, then so then what happened? The brahmachari just saw the beautiful air hostess, and he was just carried away by her beauty. And he was just looking at her, looking at her, looking at her, and was playing the mridanga and looking. She went, and he just turned. Prabhupada was just right in front of him. Just imagine your spiritual master in front of you, being a brahmachari, and then looking a girl like that with lust. And then Prabhupada just asked, "Isn't she beautiful?" And then he was like, because he's a spiritual master, na? How can he say? He's like, no. Then he's a spiritual master. He can't lie. He's like, yes, no, yes, no. And then Prabhupada's like, see, just a spark of Krishna's creation can be so beautiful. How much, how beauty Krishna will be. No, Kantarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Prabhupada could compare her beauty. I mean, in the sense, when he saw her, he immediately remembered Krishna. And then when Prabhupada once saw the beautiful moon in a full moon night, he said, Nitai Pada Kamala Kodi Chandra Shishitala. Like Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet is like 1,000 moon rising. And everything we see, Prabhupada relates immediately to Krishna. So everything in relation with Krishna, the Supreme Lord, that is what a pure devotee is. He systematically see everything like that, and all living entity as Krishna's part and parcel. Even a small insect, it was in Prabhupada's room, and it was kind of lying there, not flying and all. So Prabhupada immediately called his assistants and said, give some prasadam to that insect. The insect is not well, or it's feeling weak. So you're like, it's just an insect. Prabhupada sees it as part and parcel of Krishna, or the Supreme Lord within everything and every living being. Stavara Jangama Deke Na Deke Tara Mukti Sarvatra Deke Nicha Ishta Deva Spurti. A pure devotee doesn't see Sarvatra Deke Nicha Ishta Deva Spurti. Okay, in the sense, he sees, he doesn't see moving or not moving. He sees the Supreme Lord in everything. That's what a pure devotee is. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 8 to 74. We will see that. You read Chaitanya Charitamrita, it will take you to some other world. I mean, once you finish, very translated. Once you finish this one, Bhagavad Gita, then you'll go to what? Bhakti Vaibhav, no? Once you finish Bhakti Vaibhav, you can't finish Bhakti Vaibhav just like that, because it takes a lot of time to finish Bhagavatam. So what you do, parallelly you can read Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So here it says, Savara Janma Deke Na Deke Taramut. He doesn't see, okay, he sees moving, non-moving things, but there also he says, Nicha Ishta Deva Spurti. Whoever his Lord is, a Mahabhagavata, is a sign of a Mahabhagavata or an advanced devotee, sees everything mobile and immobile, but he does see their form. Rather, he immediately sees the Supreme Lord in that form. So Ishopanishad is also almost, the mantra 6 also describes the same thing. He sees, this is a sign of a Mahabhagavata. So in the purport also Prabhupada says, this is the description of a Mahabhagavata, a great personality who sees everything in relation to the Lord. Okay, so what are the 3 kinds of devotees? 3 categories?
Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttam.
Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttamadhikari.
Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttamadhikari. So the Mahabhagavata comes under which category?
Uttama.
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 Ha-
Yes, Uttamadhikari. The pure devotee is an Uttamadhikari. Okay. So when he is an Uttamadhikari, he sees everything in relation with Krishna. Kanishta is the lowest. Based on what is this category there? Based on what is this category done?
Faith, Mataji.
Faith.
Faith, yes, very good. So Kanishta Adhikari's faith is not so good. He just worship Krishna in the temple and he don't see the devotees. No devotees, he cannot understand who's a devotee, who's a non-devotee. So Kanishta Adhikaris are actually materialistics and they are trying to transcend the material boundary. Someone goes and say, why are you chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama? They'll just leave it. So they don't have much faith. That's it. They just, so what are the 4 types of Kanishta Adhikaris?
Chaturvija bhajante mam jana sukrutino Arjuna.
Yes.
Artho artharthi gnani
Artho, Artharthi, Nyasu,
jignasu gnani cha bharadarshava.
Darshava. Very good. So these are
Jnana.
the,
Jnana.
what is Artho?
Materially
Distressed.
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 Artho, artharthi
Artha,
is
Artha,
the
Artharthi,
bearer of wealth.
Jnani
Artharthi
and
for
Jignas.
wealth,
Yes.
inquisitive and
Yes.
knowledge.
Jignasu.
Knowledge. Who is inquisitive and who wants knowledge.
Knowledge.
So these are the 4 types of Kanishthadhikaris. Chaturvita, Pachante, Mam, Jana. Sukritin or they are Sukritis. Why are they called as Sukritis? These Artho, Artharthi,
Because
Jnani, Jignasu.
because they are thinking about Krishna. Ask
Yeah,
them.
they're going to the God. At least they're going to God and saying, they give us a daily bread, or please give me job, or that. There's something they're doing, but they're going to Krishna, no? They are Sukritis. Not like the Dushkritis, Namandrushkira, Muda, Prabhatyane, Naradama. No, not like that. So that is about Kanishta. Madhyamadhikaris can see 4 things. ईश्वराता ददिनेषु बालिशेषु द्विजत्सजा प्रेमा मैत्री कृपा उपेक्षा यत्करोति समध्यमा. So 4 things he can see. He can see the Supreme Lord and he loves the Supreme Lord or worship. He sees the devotees and Maitri, he makes friendship with the devotees. He sees the innocent and preach to them. And the atheist, he just ignores. So Madhyamadhikari does 4 things and the 4 classes of people. So he loves Prema, Maitri, Kripa, Upaksha. Prema, love is for God and he make friends with devotees. See, if you see some advanced devotee, somebody who is more senior to you, what do you do with that devotee? What should be your way of association? What do you do?
We should offer respectful obeisances to them,
Yes,
Mataji,
you
advanced
offer
devotee.
obeisances to that devotee.
And
And what else?
uh,
You have to take guidance from that
Should
devotee,
follow
right?
the
Follow,
instructions.
yeah, you should ask
Yeah.
the instruction and okay, Guhyam Akyadi Prachari, you can reveal your mind or you can just inquire from them. You see someone lower than you or somebody who just came to Krishna consciousness last month, then what do you
we
do?
have to offer respects in our mind to them because they are devotees.
And guide
Okay,
them.
you have to guide them. You should be
And guide them rightly.
yes, you should become mentors to them. On the sense, you should try to elevate them to Krishna consciousness. You see someone who's equally, all of you know, you're all classmates. You're all from the might be you might some might initiated, some are not, but still you're all in this kind of same level now. So then, what do you do with those who are in your same level in devotional service?
Sharing the knowledge then.
Yeah, make friendship. Just make friendship with them. Somebody who's senior, you can make friendship, but there is a limit because they are senior to you. You have to respect them. So you can take guidance from them. Whoever is lower than you help them and you guide them. And whoever is almost equal to you, you take as a friendship or you take this Tadadi, Pratigrahadi, all that can be done with them. So Madhyamadhikari and next is Uttamadhikari. Now, Uttamadhikari sees everything in relation to the Lord. Okay, he does not discriminate between atheist and theist, and he sees everything, everyone as the part and parcel of the Lord. So that's an Uttamadhikari. And Uttamadhikari has to come to the level of Madhyamadhikari to preach. Why? He is an Uttamadhikari, and he can convince someone about Krishna. Okay, his faith is so strong that just by seeing an Uttamadhikari, we can chant like we will come to Krishna consciousness. But an Uttamadhikari has to come to the level of Madhyamadhikari to preach.
Because an Uttamadhikari cannot see anyone as a devotee or a non-devotee. He sees everybody on a very highest level. So to preach Madhyama Adhikari, Prema Maitri Karuna Upeksha, he has to see them distinctly, discriminate them. So they have to come to the level of Madhyama Adhikari to preach.
Okay, so he sees everyone as elevated, no?
Elevated and himself as the lowest.
Yes. So an Uttamadhikari thinks everybody is a Vaishnava except me. Jagai Matai se Moise Papist. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, how elevated devotee he is. But still he says, I am lower than the worm in the stool, or I am worse than Jagai Matai. How can he say that? It's his humility. It's his humility. So a pure devotee never thinks he's a great devotee. He thinks he's not a Vaishnava. All others are Vaishnava. So he can't preach. So he have to come down to the level of Madhyamadhikari, and as Mataji said, he has to differentiate who's a devotee, who's a not devotee, and you have to give preaching according to that. So in Uttamadhikari, just by seeing that person, we can become devotee. So he sees the difference, or he sees a Brahmana, dog, everyone as equal because he sees the Paramatma in everyone. So we should not imitate an Uttamadhikari. Why? Because that becomes sahajiyas. No, we should not be that. That will come in a bhava stage slowly. So the sixth mantra says one should observe or systematically see. That means we should follow the previous acharyas. Mahajanena gadasya panta. There are two things. Anupashyati. That means follow and also to imitate. Imitation should not be done. Exact Sanskrit word. Anu means to follow. Pashyati means to observe. No, we should just follow and observe them and not imitate them. Okay, the previous acharyas. Because dharmasya tattvam nihidam guhayam mahajanena gadasya panta. The dharma is situated in the heart of a pure devotee, and we should follow the mahajans. Who are the mahajans?
Bhishma, Narada, Shiva,
Yes.
Prahalada, Yama, Yamadharmaraja, and
Yes.
Bali
You learn that
Maharaj.
shloka? Swayambhu Narada Shambhu. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu Kumara Kapilo Manu Prahlada Janako Bhishma Bali Vayasakir Ayam. You take the 6th canto, 3rd chapter, verse number 20 to 21. There it is said. Okay. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu. So there are 6, the 12 Mahajans. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu. Swayambhu is Brahma, then Narada Shambhu Shiva, Kumara Kapilo Manu, 4 Kumaras, Kapiladev, Manu, Prahlada Janaka Bhishma, Prahlad Maharaj, Janaka Maharaj, Bhishmadev, Bali Vayasagir Ayam. Bali Maharaj. Vayasagir Ayam is who?
Sukadev Goswami.
Shukadeva Goswami and
Yama Maharaj. Yama.
Yamaraj, yeah, Yamaraj. So this comes in the Rajamila's pastime where Yamadudas and Vishnududas all come, and that time there's a discussion happening. So here in the sublime work of Vyasdev, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a naturally commentary of Vedanta Sutra, there is here it is said it's the most perfect and sublime work by Srila Vyasdev, and Bhagavad Gita also, which is recorded by Vyasdev. So these are all commentary scriptures. The scriptures also agrees that a pure devotee is the highest, and then one should not try to reach any conclusion about the Vedas without receiving the instructions from disciplic succession. So an Uttamadhikari, if we meet, we actually should serve them and take initiation from an Uttamadhikari. So it is said Brahma Bhuta stage, a liberated platform. That is what an Uttamadhikari is. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma.
Kankshati, no, shochati na kankshati.
Tamas sarveshu bhuteshu mat bhaktim labate
param. Yes. So, bhakti labate param. That person will get Krishna's bhakti. And here it is said, we should not imitate the symptoms of an Uttamadhikari. Then it is again, it just will become for a fame of the material reward. That should not happen. And the Uttamadhikari sees the spirit soul within the material body, and he serves him as the spirit soul. Okay. And then material aspect will be automatically served. Okay. So this is what Ishopanishad mantra 6 says. And 7, let's complete 7 and then come to here. Okay. Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmai bhavud vijanata tatrako mohat khashoka ekatvam anupashyataha So one who always sees all living entity as spiritual sparks in quality one with the Lord becomes a true knower of things. What then can be illusion or anxiety for him? So what is this tattva called as living entity as spiritual spark qualitatively one with the Lord?
Achintya
Achinta
Veda
Veda Veda.
Yeah, that is the Achintya Beda Abeda Tattva. Okay. So Achintya Beda Abeda Tattva. So what is that? That means? What is the meaning?
He's
qualitatively one and quantitatively different.
Different in quantity.
Quantitatively different, qualitatively one with the Lord. So quality wise, we are Sachidananda Vigraha, Krishna is also like that, and that's how a pure devotee is. So except a Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari discuss, no one can correctly see the spiritual position. Actually, it's Uttamadhikari who actually sees it. And a Mahabhagavata or a great devotee also. Why is a great devotee called Mahabhagavata? Bhagavata is the book, no?
is also called Bhagavata. The person is also called Bhagavata. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, why? Why is he called as Mahabhagavata? That's my question. Why is he called like that? Is
Because
there
he's
any reason?
following Bhagavatam. He's a living
Yeah.
person who is following Bhagavatam. That is what.
Yes, he follows Bhagavatam and he lives by the
Principles of
principles of
Bhagavata.
Bhagavatam. So that's what a Mahabhagavatam is. Like Bhagavatam says, what is it? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashana, like Nama Sankirtanam, the pure devotee lives like that. Or Bhagavatam says the quality of a pure devotee is Tidikshva Karunika Suvrita Sarvadehinam Ajata Shatrava Shabda Sadhava Sadhu Bhushana. That's a quality of a sadhu. A pure devotee has those qualities like that. So he lives by the principles of Bhagavatam. He is called as the person Bhagavatam, and there is a Grantha Bhagavata or book Bhagavata also. So Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, when we say, we have to serve both the book. But in Srila Prabhupada's case, when you serve the book Bhagavatam, we are actually serving Prabhupada. How is that? What is Bhagavatam represents of Prabhupada?
Prabhupada said
This
that Bhagavatam's purports are his personal ecstasies.
Yes, devotional ecstasies of Prabhupada. So what are they? Actually the Vani of Prabhupada. These are the instructions given. So Vapu Seva, Vani Seva, we are doing Vani Seva for a pure devotee. So a Mahabhagavata, the great devotee, sees oneness in the sense, he sees everything as the energy of the Lord. Sees everything. No, there is no difference between energy and energetic of the Lord. So in that way, like heat and light. Okay. Heat and light are different from the fire. But then if you say fire, there is no heat and light, it's not fire. Right? So heat and light, fire, they're all the same. So similarly, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, all are the features of the Lord. And Ekatvam Anupashyata means one should see the unity of all living entities from the viewpoint of revealed scriptures, seeing them as the part and parcel of Krishna. And so they are qualitatively one with the Lord. So I'll just quickly go here. So in mantra 6 and 7, what did we see? In mantra 6, 6 says, who systematically sees everything in relation to the Lord, who sees all living entity and part and parcel of Krishna, sees the Lord within everything. And he hates nothing because he sees everything as Krishna's part and parcel. And one who always sees all living entity, spiritual spark, is qualitatively one with the Lord. He is actually the knower, no? And we can't do anything. So here, ekatvam anupashyati, ekatvam oneness. What does this oneness mean? He said Sayuja Mukti, merging into the Supreme Brahman.
no Mataji.
Then what is it?
It is seeing everything. I mean, this
Yes, Prabhu?
Pandita Samadarshina, same thing is Ekatva.
Yes, that means that is oneness. Okay, seeing everything equal. Any other meaning for oneness?
Brahma is the only one.
What? Brahman is the?
Only one.
No, oneness also means something
Is it
else.
is it seeing Lord in everybody?
No, that Prabhu said Pandita Samadarshina. No. Yeah, almost like oneness you can see in that way also.
Oneness in the sense we are all Prakriti and we all are meant to serve the Lord.
Okay. Oneness also means the in quality being one with the Lord, and also being in thought with one with the Lord. Like a pure devotee has the desires of the Lord. In the sense, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desires. What was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire?
Spreading
Yes.
Krishna consciousness, Mataji, to everyone, even the fallen soul.
Yeah, Mataji? What was
Spreading
Chaitanya
the
Mahaprabhu?
Krishna consciousness.
Okay,
Spreading
yes.
the Krishna
Prithiviti,
consciousness
yes,
even
correct.
to fallen soul.
Yeah, Prithiviti Ajayate Nagaragram, Sarvatra Prachar Horamoranam. Every town and village, the holy name should be spread, or Krishna consciousness should be there. That was Prabhupada's desire. No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire. A pure devotee like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took it up as his desire, and he did it. No, so this is also called oneness. That is, the thought of a pure devotee is immersed with the thought of the Lord. That is also called oneness. Okay, that is another meaning of oneness. And constantly he see everything through the authority. Okay, Ekatva. Ekatva. Ishwabrisha advised this Ekatva. A devotee should see the Supreme Lord to be situated in everyone's heart. Yes, that is Pandita Samadarshana. And should also see every living entity as eternal servant of the Lord. This vision is Ekatvam or oneness. You can see here now in the picture, Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shruni Cheva Swapakacha Samandita Samir. He says everyone as part and parcel of the Lord. There's what do you say, the Paramatma. You can see the Paramatma here. Although there is a relationship of master and servant, both master and servant are one because they are spiritual identity. This is also one ekatvam. That is Sachidananda. They are also qualitatively one. Thus, the conception of egatvam for Vaishnavas is different because for Mayavadis, egatvam means what? For Mayavadi?
Merging with the Lord.
Yeah. No, that is one thing. And how do you say egatvam for a Mayavadi? Yeah, they
Aham
merge. That's called
Brahmasmi,
Sayujam.
Destroying their
Aham
identity,
Brahmasmi.
Mataji. Destroying their identity. And
Destroying the identity and saying what? What do they say
Aham
they are?
Aham
Brahmasmi,
They
Mataji.
say Aham Brahmosmi.
Ah, that means they are also God. Aham Brahmasmi. Like they say we are God. So I am God, you are God. So if there is a beggar God, then beggar person, they say call them as
Daridra Narayan.
Daridra Narayan. But that concept doesn't exist because Narayan is Lakshmi Sahasra Sada Sambrama say thousands of Lakshmis are serving Narayan. How can he be Daridra? No, so that concept only doesn't exist. Narayan cannot be Daridra, Prabhupada says. So how can they say, I am Narayan, you are Narayan, so the beggar is also Narayan, that's Narita Narayan? No, that's not possible. So that Egatvam is, what is it called as? The Egatvam of Mayavadis are called as what? Equal to what? Hmm?
Ajnana.
Yes, Prabhu?
Ajnana.
Ajnana, okay, it is in ignorance. This Egatvam is called as, or merging with the Lord is called as Kaivalyam Narakayate. Kaivalyam Naraka, this oneness or merging into the Brahman is compared to Naraka. It is compared to hell. Just in family, the interest of all members is one, and in a nation, the national interest is one. Although there are many different individual citizens, since the living entities are all members of the same supreme family, their interest and that of the supreme are not different. So the interest, that's what I'm saying. Prabhupada's interest was to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. That was the same as the interest of the Lord. So this is also called another concept of oneness. So there are three concepts. One is to see everyone as part and parcel of the Lord, to see everyone and the as Paramatma in everyone's heart. Second is to see in the qualitatively one with the Lord as Sachidananda Vigraha, that is oneness. Third is the interest or whatever their decisions or their dream is same as that of the Lord, the Supreme Lord. The interest of the pure devotee as well as the interest of the Lord is not different. That's why Kintu Prabhuya Priya Eva Tasya. The pure devotee is very, very dear to Krishna. Okay. So mantra 8. Now we'll read the mantra 8 and come back. So mantra 8 says, where did it go? Okay, you read this, Mataji, 7th mantra, you read fully or half? All of you?
Half Mataji.
So much is there, but anyway, I'm not going in detail, but it's about again Mahabhagavata, seeing how he's equal with the Lord. I mean, in thought and in action, and also in the quality, also seeing everyone as part and parcel. Okay. Saparyagach chukram akayam avrinam ashnaviram shuddham apapavittam kavir manasi paripu swayambur यदा ततो अर्थान् व्यतत chashvadipya samapya. So what is it saying? Such a person as a pure devotee must factually know the greatest of all, the personality of God, who's unemulated, omniscient, beyond reproach, and without veins, pure, uncontaminated, the self-sufficient philosopher who's been fulfilling everyone's desire since time immemorial. Okay, so Krishna fulfills the desire. If you have a desire and the desire is not fulfilled, what does it become? If kama is not fulfilled, it becomes
Krodha.
yeah,
Krodha.
krodho.
Krodha.
Anger.
Kama krodho bijayade. So if the kama is not fulfilled, it becomes krodha. You want an iPhone or you want something and then you're not getting it, you become angry. So that's that kama, that lust. If it's not fulfilled, it becomes kama becomes krodha. If kama is fulfilled, then it will become
Lobha.
it becomes
Lobha.
lobha. You got one iPhone, now you want to upgrade it, or you want something more. So it's greed. So kama, not fulfilled, becomes krodha, and fulfilled, it becomes lobha. So this is the difference. So both way, kama is dangerous. But if it is prema, then it is for Krishna. Atmendriya triptivancha tarabalika, Krishnendriya priti icha tarana prem. So if we satisfy Krishna's senses, it's prema. Okay, so as Navanishta Prabhu was saying now, some boyfriend girlfriend will be roaming around, and then Prabhupada says, no, don't go get into all this, and they say because it's all lust in material world, it's just lust. Then they say, no, Prabhu. In my case, it's pure love. Others might be in lust, but I am in pure love. No, pure love is only to the Supreme Lord. Now, why do we say that? Why do we say in the material world it's all lust, and in the pure love is only with the Krishna, but the Supreme Lord or Krishna?
Uddhav Moolam Adhav Shakam.
Yes, this material world is an inverted perverted reflection. Okay, yes, there is prema in the spiritual world and this lust here. That's one reason. Then,
Because in the material world, everyone is trying to satisfy their own senses and trying to
yeah,
exploit others. In the
yes.
spiritual
What
world,
is it?
everyone is trying to satisfy
Yeah,
Krishna's sense.
Krishna. In spiritual world, center is Krishna. They don't even bother about their own senses. And spiritual material world, it's all sense gratification. There's anyone knows the story of liquid beauty? Liquid beauty? No, not never heard about it.
Heard Mataji.
Yeah, you can explain Nandita Mataji in short.
I'll try, Mataji. There was this man who was obsessed with this woman who was extremely beautiful in all physical aspects. And he was forcing her to marry him, and she wasn't really very interested. And he was attracted to her physical beauty more than anything else. And she decided that she didn't want to get into it. So, what she did was she started starving and purging whatever she ate, and she started collecting all that waste in pots. And then when she told him to come back after 1 month or 2 months or something like that, Mataji. And she did all this, and she had become skeletal. Her cheeks had sunken in, her eyes sunken, her hair was not nice, skin had become shallow, pale. And when the man came back after a month or two, when she had told him, and he saw, he couldn't recognize her. And then he said, "What happened to your beauty? I loved you because you were so beautiful." She said, "Please open these pots. My beauty, my liquid beauty is in all of these." And then I think he did, and he was very repulsed by it, and I think she made her point, Mataji, that this physical
Yeah.
beauty is not at all what one should look for. Hare Krishna,
Beauty is
Mataji.
just skin deep. So, as Mother said, yes, after a few months when he came, she was fasting, and she was all the vomiters and everything. She's like, "See, that's my beauty." He couldn't even recognize her. He's like, "Where is that girl who I thought I get married?" And he says, "See, it's all that. So it's all material. It's all bone and flesh and everything. He's more attracted to that external beauty or external things, which get destroyed at any time. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi can come to anyone. No, it's just a matter of time. And then so it's all temporary, very temporary. But so it's all lust only. But then Supreme Lord, did any one of you see a picture of Krishna with white hair and beard and all? In the sense, old picture with wrinkles and all? No,
No,
no.
Mataji. No.
How can you say? Because he is Nava Yavvanam cha. He's ever fresh. He's just like a 16-year-old boy. He's very Nava Yavvanam cha, very young. Because he doesn't have. There are two features, no, for the Lord, and it differentiates Lord and us. When what is it? One is okay, Sachidananda Vigraha, but how do you physically see that person is God? Like one is universal form, no, not that. But just by seeing that person, you can understand that's God or not. There are two things. Yes.
The 6 opulences, Mataji.
Just by seeing, see, opulence, we can't measure everything, no knowledge and all
Mataji,
unless we
the
speak.
feet and the palms have marks, Mataji, markings.
The feet, okay, feet has marks. That's called the, yeah, it has the Shanga Chakra, all the marks of the Lord, okay. There are different marks in the lotus. Srivatsa Kaustuba, okay. Then that's all you have to check, no? But this is not checking. You just have to see that person, you'll know that's God or not. For feet, you have to ask that person to lift the feet. And the Srivatsana, you have to check if the Lord is dressed up, then you have that person is dressed up, you have to ask him to remove to see the chest. No, this is just by seeing. Okay.
He has the
I
Sudarshan
think
Chakra,
by
Mataji.
looking at that person, I mean, he's God, so Krishna, so everything becomes empty. There is
Yeah.
no desire, there
Okay.
is no, so everything becomes empty. So he's God. Otherwise, one will be able to make all the desires empty.
It takes time, no, Prabhu, to make understand that your desires have all gone. This is like in a second. No, Shangachakra Gadavatma, as mother says, it's only if it's a Vinarayan or a Vishnu form. But if it's a two-handed form, then there is no Shangachakra Gadavatma. So the Lord will not.
Mataji.
Huh?
God will not blink eyes.
Very nice. Yes, the Lord will not blink his eyes. He will not, because why are we blinking? It's all material. This is Charma Chakshus. Lord's eyes are divine, and it's Sachidan, it's eternal. So he doesn't blink. Then that is one thing. Just by seeing that person, if that person is not blinking, you understand that's God.
No
Then
shadow, Mataji. No
yeah,
shadow.
very nice. Shadow. Okay, Jyoti Mataji, excellent. So the Lord will not have a shadow and he will not be blinking. So this is when the eyes were not blinking. Then he came as Jagannath also in later on as Dharu Brahman, where he doesn't have the eyelid only. There is no eyelid only because the Lord doesn't blink. Okay, so that's why the gopis were cursing Brahma, no, Lord Brahma, that what creation you have done. The eyelids are blinking, the eyelashes are blinking. We can't see the Krishna for a long time. So this is what yeah, just by seeing that person we can make out. You know, many comes no so-called God, and they come and say they can't even open their eyes and keep for a few seconds. How can they say they are God? No, and then Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, they have old age, they have disease, they die. How can God die? So this all they can be considered as gurus or spiritual, what do you say, Pada Pradarshana or Guru or something. They encourage you in the spiritual path, but if they're not giving the right teachings of Krishna, then they are not gurus. Okay, so here the form of the Lord, the description of transcendental eternal form of the absolute personality of God, it is mentioned here. This means Krishna is not formless. He has his own transcendental form, which is not mundane. It is Sachidananda Vigraha form. The form is in this material world, it's made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. But Krishna's body is Sachidananda Vigraha. And there is no difference between Krishna's body and his soul. No, there's no difference. That's why Krishna could remember all the janmas of all the living entities. We change the body, so we don't remember. And according to the nature, we are forced to accept our body. But Krishna is not. So it is said the soul is sent to the semen of the father's sperm, take shelter of the sperm of the father, and it's been pushed to the mother's womb so as to fertilize. And then so unless there is a soul in the sperm, there's no pregnancy happening, or there's no growth of the child happening, because there should be the soul present there. But we are forced. Material life, we are forced by that. We can't select our parents. We are forced by karma. But karmana deva netrena. According to our karma, we will get body, but that is supervised by Krishna. Devanetrana. Krishna only decides which body we get. Okay, so Krishna is complete whole. We also saw in the invocation, his mind, body, himself are one and the same. Abhinatvam nama namina. No, there's no difference between Krishna's name and words. I mean, the form. So, of the Lord. So, it is described in Brahma Samhita also, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. That means it's eternal form. So, what about the universal form?
Material form. It's a
It is a
material.
material
He's
form and
temporary, Mataji.
impermanent form.
Not a material form.
He's
How can
material and
Krishna have
temporary.
material form?
Only
Material, what do you mean
available
by
in
no?
material
What do you
world,
mean by
Mataji.
material form? Material form means something made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether, Panchabutas. Is Krishna's universal form made up of that? No.
No,
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 Mataji.
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 Only
It is
Available
available
in
not
in
the
the
it is
world.
not there in the spiritual sky,
Yeah,
It is
it is
only
in
the
the
and it is
material
material
form.
temporary.
world. It is transcendental. No, always devotees do this mistake saying that it's a material form. No, it's in the material world. It's not in the spiritual world. It's temporary, but it is transcendental. Any form Krishna takes, it is transcendental. Whatever form Krishna takes cannot be material. So it's transcendental, but it's in the material world, and it is temporary. It is temporary. It's for few time, and it's shown to the non-devotees. It's not for a devotee. No, there is no exchange of rasas. So in that way, Krishna's form is all Sachidananda, full of bliss, knowledge, and transcendental existence. And he does not require a separate body or mind. Vedic literatures. So many scriptures mentions about Krishna's form. Sometimes they say Krishna is Nirakara Nirguna. Well, that's what Mayavadi says, no? So it's correct in one way. In what way it's correct?
His form is not material.
Yeah, Krishna doesn't have a material form. When they say Krishna doesn't have a form, it's true in one way. Krishna doesn't have material form. You have to add the word material there. It's not like Krishna doesn't have a form. Krishna has a form, but it's not a material form. It's transcendental. Okay, Sachidananda Vigraha. Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha. And Nirguna. Nirguna means what?
Beyond the three modes of material.
He is above the three modes. Nirguna, they say, the Mayavadi say, Krishna doesn't have any gunas, but he has that 64 qualities, and Krishna is above the three modes of material nature. That's why. Okay, he says Gunatita he is. So sometimes Krishna is called as formless. When is that? Krishna is called as formless. When is Krishna called as formless? When is Krishna called as formless?
As Brahman.
Brahman.
Yeah, it's Brahman. So Krishna is Krishna has a form or doesn't have a form? He's
He has a
He's,
form.
He's
has an
having a
eternal
form, but
form.
in the Bhagavan feature.
yes.
Leah.
No, my question is, Krishna has a form or not?
Yes,
He has a form,
Yes, it
Mataji.
has a
And the
He
formless
has
also is his one of his form.
Okay, so the option is yes or no or both.
Both,
yes.
Mataji.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Krishna is
Does Krishna
both
has a
Mataji,
form?
form and
Yes, no. Does Krishna has a form or no form? Yes, no or both?
Yes.
he
Yes.
has a
Answer
both.
is yes.
Sachidananda Vigraha. He's
Siddharth Prabhu, what
Sachidananda
did you say?
Vigraha.
I said yes, he has a form.
Balaji Prabhu?
Yes, he has a form, Mataji.
No, my option is yes, no and both.
It is
Both, Mataji, both.
Yeah, it's both. Krishna has a form.
Both is
Krishna
if both
has.
is an option. Sorry. Both is an option. Then it is both.
I kept on saying both. Third
Sorry,
option was both.
Mataji.
So, does Krishna has a form or formless? Is he form? He has a form or formless? Yes, no, both. So he is both. He has a form. Yes, as Bhagavan feature. He doesn't have a form. Yes, as Brahman feature. That's it. So Krishna is personal or impersonal. He is both. In Bhagavan feature is person. In impersonal, Brahman feature is impersonal, because Brahmana hi pratishta aham. The Brahman is also coming from Krishna's body. It's effulgence. So when you say Krishna has a form, yes, he doesn't have a form as a Brahman, not in a person, not as a Bhagavan, but Brahman. Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanedi. Brahman is also Krishna's feature. Yes, he is formless in the sense he is Brahman. Is he having a form? Yes, in Bhagavan feature he has a form. Even localized Paramatma has a form. No? So Krishna is both. This is again another inconceivable potency of the Lord. You say Krishna doesn't have a form? Yes, he does. That's why it said it's sometimes described as formless. Doesn't mean he doesn't have a form, like devoid of the form that is conceived, but then Brahman, as a Brahman, he doesn't have a form. He's described as formless. So this is Krishna doesn't have a form, he does have a form. This is another contradiction, no? Like mantra 5. He walks, he doesn't walk, he's far near. So Krishna has a form? Yes, as Bhagavan. Krishna doesn't have a form? Yes, as Brahman, he doesn't have a form. So he's devoid of the form. But it's not. So here in Brahma Samhita it says, but Ishvara Paramakrishna. So here also it says, the Lord can walk with his hands, accept things with his legs, accept things with his legs. How is this possible? Eat with his eyes. Krishna can walk with his hands, eat with his eyes, see with his hands. How is it possible for Krishna? We can't do that, no?
His form is transcendental, Mataji, not like us.
Okay,
Limbs
so
are separate and all.
So when you offer boga in front of Krishna and you close the curtain in your house, or when whatever you do at home, you close the door or you move away from that place, Krishna doesn't have to come and eat from your plate with the hands. He has to just glance at it, on it. Just have to see. And then Krishna accepts. So with his eyes he's eating. And he makes the prasadam remain as it is. Yes, it's transcendental. Close to the answer.
Because he's a Bhagwan, he can do anything.
Yes, Bhagavan, he can do. You know, one word strike me, and he can keep on contemplating on that. Krishna can convert a desert to an ocean and an ocean to a desert. I was like, wow, a desert to an ocean and an ocean to a desert. That's what Krishna is. That means nothing is impossible for the Lord. Nothing. We think Krishna can't do it, but if we really trust, and Krishna will definitely do it. Like Krishna can do anything under the sun, or not beyond the sun also, because sun is also under him. Sun is one of Krishna's eyes. Now here, when you say senses, anganiyasya sagalendriya vritti mandi, anganiyasya, all his angas or all his senses are interchangeable. Because it's transcendental, as Mataji said, it's interchangeable. So that means he can eat with his eyes, he can speak with his ears, like that. All the senses are transcendental. It's interchangeable, it is said. Also, it is said the Lord have no hands, legs like us, but his different. It's like what? Transcendental, no? So he can accept all that we offer to him, and he can run faster than anyone. He can act, whatever we give also, Krishna can chap and bog also he can eat, and he can run faster than anyone. These points are confirmed in the 8th mantra about the omnipotency of the Lord. Okay, and the Archa Vigraha, the Lord's worshipable form as Archa Vigraha, is installed in the temples, also in the house and all that we have. It is actually not different from the original form of the Lord. What the analogy Prabhupada gives in the Bhagavad Gita about that Archa Vigraha?
Post box, Mataji.
Yeah, very nice. Post box. What is it about post box, Mataji? Can you explain?
It is that if you have a toy, if it is made artificially made of something, it cannot really take the letter to the destination. But if it is authorized by a government where you see the particular red colored that box, it can take your letter to the destination. So that is the
Yes.
authorized one. And that is how the Archa Vigraha is. So
Yes. So that means Archa Vigraha,
Hare
whatever
Krishna.
you offer to the Archa Vigraha goes to Krishna. No? So because it's authorized, Archa Vigraha is authorized, like the post box is authorized, it goes to the right person. So the Krishna comes in that form because we can see only that form. That's why Krishna comes in that particular form, and it's not different from the Lord. The Lord's original form is that of Sri Krishna. Krishna expands to Balaram, Rama, Natsimha, Varaha, all that, and their form are all one and same as the personality of Godhead. That's Sachidananda. This Archa Vigraha is an expanded form of the Lord. By worshipping Archa Vigraha, one can at once approach the Lord to accept service by the devotee. So that's why we have this Archa Vigraha to do service. So Krishna is not waiting for our service. We want to serve Krishna. That's why. And foolish people who have no knowledge of Ishopanishad, Shruti Manta, they don't know Archa Vigraha. They think it is just an idol. So Pradima Nahi Tumi Sakshal Brajendra Nandan. It's not just a Pradima. It is Sakshal Krishna. Any examples where you can say the deity is not just an idol.
Sakshi
Mother,
Gopal,
Sakshi Gopal
Sakshi
Mataji.
Gopal, yes.
Udupi
Then
Krishna, Jagannath Mahaprabhu,
Udupi Krishna who turned and broke. Yes, Jagannath. So many pastime happened.
Pandarinath,
Khirochara Gopinath.
Gopi
Yeah,
Kirchur Gopinath.
Kirchur
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 Gopinath.
Gopinath in Ramana. So how he stole a pot of kheer for Madhavendra Puri. So all that, what does it say? It says it's not just an archavik, it's just not an idol. No, it's imperfect eyes we cannot see like Karishta Adhikari. So, but then people who knows the Lord being omnipotent, omniscient, they know who Krishna is. Yeah? So it is said that, and also I'm not going through the purports everything, but then I just understand like Krishna is also the analogy given of a high court judge. Why? Sometimes he is compared to that. How does an high court judge work, or what does he do?
Samoham
Court judge
sarva
is
bhutanam. He is equal to everybody.
He is equal to everyone, and he gives the punishment according to the sin they did. And if the high court judge hangs someone to death, then what will happen to him? Does karma bound him?
No.
no.
Mataji is doing his duty. If judge do,
Huh?
as a judge, he's saying that. I'm doing that. Right?
As a judge?
He is not getting any bad karma.
Yes.
But if he,
So similarly, he's aloof. No, he's just doing his duty. So aloof, Krishna is like that.
He's
And
becoming the instrument of the
yeah, he's just
Indian
becoming an instrument of the
to the
authority. Yes.
to the IPC, Indian Penal
Yeah.
Code.
And when he hands someone to death, what is happening to that soul who's getting the punishment?
His sins are getting destroyed.
Yeah, because he might have to take a rebirth again to suffer the sin of the karma or bad karma he have done. But then by hanging someone to death for that particular offense he have done, it is taken care in this life. Okay, it is said. So in that way, that means he already got the punishment. He got the punishment actually. So in that way, he is actually somebody who's escaping the laws and thinking that, oh, I didn't get punished this time. Next life is waiting for him. No, next, or we don't, whichever life. So here it is said that because, and then we should also say that innocent persons are not put to, like sometimes the law is sometimes no, all this manipulation happens and innocent people are punished rather than, so that's again past karma coming. So we should understand that way, that it is actually the past karma. He or she might be innocent this life, but then what about past life karmas, which we don't know. So it's all nothing happens. It says everything happening in our life is a letter signed by Krishna. Krishna signs it. Yes, this should happen. This should happen. So he signs it. He knows we are supposed to suffer so much, but it would have become very less. Now, like few weeks back, when Mataji was cooking, and then it was in the devotee kitchen. So DT kitchen is just few things we make because it's only for the Lord. But devotee kitchen, like hundreds and people comes on Sundays and all. No? So festival time. So it was like hot boiling water fell on her hand, and the whole hand got burnt. It was very severe type of burn, and there was a boil, so big boil. Just imagine, small thing only we can't suffer, and how much pain she would have undergone. Felt so bad. But then she was doing service on the sense in during the time of seva this happened, or in the temple. So what will happen if she was outside the temple and doing some karmic work at that time? The hand itself would have been chopped. Prabhupada, I was just listening to Prabhupada on that same day, and Prabhupada said this, that instead of, and I made that Mataji hear it, saying that instead of cutting the hand or amputing that hand by some accident or something, because of karma, it's all coming, Krishna made it this much. If she had that much burns, it should, that offense, that karma would be great, some kind of sin. But then Krishna made it less because it was in the temple serving Krishna. Krishna made it so less for a devotee. So everything, the Lord awards enjoyment according to the proportion of qualification or good qualification, whatever he have. Similarly, we get punishment, we get suffering according to the karma we have done. We never get punished more than what we needed. Or it will be less actually. For devotees, it is less. It's all Kattenu Kambam Susamikshamana Bunjana Eva Atma Kritam Vipagam. Our own karma coming back. Okay. So For everything, we need the mercy of the Lord, and without the mercy, we can't do anything. No, it's that Kripa is Guru Krishna Kripai Pai Bhakti Lada Beach. So in Ishopanishad Mantra 8, again of a pure devotee, it is said that such a person must factually know the greatest of all is Krishna, and he should approach Krishna, who's been how? Who's been uncontaminated, self-sufficient philosopher, who's fulfilling everyone's desire since time immemorial. And the most important part is no sin can pollute Krishna. Okay, they cannot say that Krishna have done that wrong, this wrong. No, your laws cannot restrict Krishna. There's no lust in Krishna's pastimes, Leela. For you, there may be many restricted laws, sometimes less intelligent class of men. They criticize Krishna. Oh, he enjoyed with so many girls, it's Rasa Leela. But they were all wives of other person, and they are all elderly. And Krishna was what age in Rasa Leela? What was Krishna's age?
9, Mataji.
8 years.
Eight. At the age of 7, he lifted Govardhan Hill, and at the age of 8, there was a last little. So at the age of 8, no, the boys are so innocent. Okay, nowadays it's all getting corrupted, but still, the young boys and what lust and desires they'll have. And the gopis, they're not young girls here. They're all elderlies. They had children, so they were elderly gopis, and they were all what rishis from Treta Yuga who wanted to satisfy Lord Ram, and they came as the gopis, and there is no lust at all there. So Shuddham, Krishna is pure. The sun, like a sun extracts moisture even from untouchable place like urine and all. Krishna, sun purifies, but still sun remains untouched. Similarly, Krishna can purify any obnoxious things by the virtue of his sterilizing power or by the virtue of his knowledge and power or the supremacy. Krishna can. That's why Krishna mantra, when we chant the mantra, what happens? Chedo Darpana Marjanam. Our heart has all the anarthas. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. We might have all anarthas. No? So we have all anarthas in us. But then all the anarthas will be washed away by Krishna Nama. So and the Nama, will it get contaminated? No. Purna Shuddham Nitya Muktam Abhinatvam Nama Chindamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddham Nitya Muktam Abhinatva Nama Namina. It's complete, it's Purna and Shuddha. Okay, Abhinatvam Nama Namina. Okay, so I think here it is said in the puppet, and Prabhupada says in Krishna's childhood, many powerful demons, Akasur, Bakasur, Shakatasur, they all came. And there was no question of having acquired any power. No, how did Krishna kill Akasura? Akasura is the big snake. Did he use any weapon?
No, his hands, Mataji.
Yeah, with hands. He went inside Akasura's mouth. He went into the abdomen, and he saw all his friends dying. So Krishna, what he did is, with his fist, he just became big and just pushed Akasura from inside, and Akasura just cut open, and Krishna came out with his friends. So Akasura, Bakasura, the bird demon.
He held the beak of the bird, Mataji.
Yeah, the two beaks, no?
Tore it.
Yes.
The two beaks of the Bakasura, and just pushed it apart. And Shakatasura, the cart demon.
Just kicked.
He just kicked.
Yeah, with the leg, he just kicked. Now, if you see the Krishna cartoon, no, you'll never forget all this. I still remember Nandita Mataji was my co-host, and I had like 1,000 of kids in my class. 1,000, really. She had to remove someone to make me enter to take a class. Now, those peak time of Corona time, we had like huge number of registration for kids, and we were enjoying. And Mataji used to play every day some cartoons, no, Mataji, to them.
Yes, Mataji, one episode we used to play at the end of the class after putting off YouTube.
Yeah, and they just wait, okay? They just wait. They might be sleeping in the class, or they might be distracted. But for cartoon, they're all excited to see what cartoon Mataji is going to play. And every day we play Putana, Kasur, Bakasur, Shakatasur coming. And now I'm showing it to my son. So I know it's all these leelas are just there in us. So because it's done from the Shastra. They didn't add anything wrong or deleted anything. It's actually from the Shastra they have taken it. So I felt like, oh, because it's done by devotees. ISKCON devotees. So it is correct. So Krishna didn't have to use any weapon to kill all these powerful demons. He just used his hands and legs and playful mood. No, so there was no question of such acquiring such power. That's why they said Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He's Swayam Bhagavan. Nobody has to make Krishna Bhagavan. Or he lifted Govardhan hill without even practicing weightlifting. He danced with the gopis without social restriction and without reproach. That's God. No, that's why he's God. Although the gopis approached him with paramour feeling of love, their relationship of gopis and Krishna was worshipped even by Lord Chaitanya. Even just imagine if was little lusty, will Shukdev Goswami, who's a liberated soul, sit and speak this for 7 days? And to Pariksha Maharaj, and Pariksha Maharaj being a pure devotee in the banks of Ganges, and many sages in Naimisharanya, will they discuss Srimad Bhagavatam if it is lusty? No, because it's pure love. And even so, it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had strict sannyasi principles. We know the story of Chota Haridas, how strict he was. Still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was attracted by the pastimes of gopis and Krishna. Okay, so I think there are 18 verses, no? Well, 11. 18. 11 is Upadeshamrita, no? Nectar of instruction was 11. This is 18 verses, no, Mataji? Who knows?
Yes, Mataji.
Finish is 18. So we have 10 more to go. Okay. So 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's together. 9, 10, 11. Then we'll split it into 5 and 5. Okay, next class I'll do 5 verse, and after that 5 verse. Next Sunday, there is Guru Maharaj's Vyas Puja celebration. Let's see, if it ends early, then we'll have a class. Okay, there is special program in the temple. If it starts early, then usually it starts by 5, and it's Ekadashi, 29th. So I'm requesting those who are initiated, those who are aspiring and want to take shelter and Diksha from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, then please dedicate your Ekadashi Vrata for Guru Maharaj on that particular day of his Vyasa Puja. We can do extra chanting for him, extra Tulsi Parikrama. The fasting itself, the Ekadashi, can be dedicated to him because he been such a merciful soul, in the sense, so much he have done for us, and there's nothing we can do back to him. So at least for his health and for his more because we want him here now, for more devotees to be given shelter. Definitely when going back, he's going back to the eternal Leela of the Lord, or he'll be with Srila Prabhupada serving. But still, there are other devotees who really need him, and many have taken shelter and waiting to get initiated by Guru Maharaj. So on 29th, you can mentally make a sankalpa that this vrata, this Ekadashi fast is dedicated to my Guru, and you can do extra chanting and all that. I think 5 o'clock or something in the evening, there'll be like Vyas Puja offering from the temple, and there's a devotee who makes wonderful presentations for Guru Maharaj's offering. So let's see evening, if I'm done with everything, I'll inform Nandita Mataji and accordingly. Or else, if you're all free, you can come and start reading, and I will join. Anyway, after 8:30, I think it might be free. Okay, then I can join that time, and we'll finish 5 slokas, 5 and 5, then 10 slokas we are done. So Ishopanishad, I told you, no open book.
Yes,
Did I
Mataji.
say? Yeah, no open book, and just prepare for sloka and the closed book. Okay, start now itself. Don't keep at the end. Start studying invocation Om Purnamada Purnamidam and also Ishavasimitam Sarvam, verse 1. Okay, so all of you memorize those 2 verses. Very easy, and you can use it for your preaching also. Ishavasimitam Sarvam. And what else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Sadat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Mataji, I was there in temple in January for the seva. Yes, just thought
Last
of this
year?
experience, sharing my experience. It was great.
Oh yeah,
So this
Pooja Mataji,
January I was
yeah,
there.
she was also
Hare
there.
Krishna,
She and
Sadat
her
Pranam.
Prabhu also had come. No, both of you had come and did wonderful service.
Yes,
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 yes.
Mataji, great experience. Yes, Mataji, great opportunity for seva. And Mataji, this Bhakti Vriksha will be having the levels also, Mataji, level 1, 2, 3, 4, same way, 2, 3, 4.
No, that cannot be done, no,
We'll be
because
having the online class.
because if they are all from same place, it's better to have different levels will be there. So you can have a common program. I don't know what Prabhu is planning. Accordingly, we'll do. But this is what they are planning for. Now, if we have a lot of Bhakti Vrikshas, then somebody can be leader and we can empower them to do more preaching. No. Let's see. I don't know.
Okay,
We'll,
Mataji. Okay, Mataji.
anyway, according to Prabhu's decision, we'll just move. And there
Okay,
are
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
other groups in other places where Bhakti Vrikshas are developing so well. It was Guru Maharaj's desire it also to have a lot of Bhakti Vrikshas. So they are all meeting together every Sunday. So once in a week they meet, and they have different programs, in the sense one person can sing, one person will be doing class, no, taking class, or some kind of a family. They all will be like a family only, and that it's based on the locality. Based on the locality, it's been divided. I don't know how it goes, but then sometimes it should be online to maintain the flow. But because online, what is happening? Bhakti Vriksha many are leaving because of different time zones and things like that. When sometimes offline association is also very important. The most some of you are going to temples nearby, okay, but then you have a group also, no? We have a ISKCON Mangaluru has a group where devotees are all can be together, where you can share your experience and try to. I told just now we discussed, no, somebody who's lower than us, in the sense someone who's struggling, we can help them. Someone who's equal to us, make friendship, and somebody is elevated, you take advice from them, then talk to them, no, in that way. So we'll see how it works. I don't know how much, but if it works, if it's really good, we get association, no? Offline. Some mentors, you can have mentors and facilitators. Always nice. You can share all your things with them. Take guidance. Okay. Hare Krishna. So anything to add? See, when you read the purport, everything is there. There's no need of me to explain anything, because Srila Prabhupada has given wonderful explanations. But according to our description, we are just elaborating on things. Yes, Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, NOI, OBA, and CBI marks, Mataji.
Oh, I did share.
No,
Mataji.
Mataji, we had one. We had to discuss about one person's marks, Mataji.
Oh, you've been repeatedly asking me. Yeah, I'll just get back to you. But what about other marks?
Other people's, if you want, I'll post, Mataji.
Okay, there's only one. Then the paper was missing, or how did it?
No, one Shreyas Prabhu's paper was not marked, Mataji, and
It
Pushti
was
Devi
not there in the form.
I don't know how it
Oh,
got
the form
missed,
I didn't.
Mataji. So I sent it to you
Okay.
again.
Did you send me the paper?
I sent Mataji. I'll send it again after the class.
Okay, I'll see. Yeah. Oh, you're waiting for that marks to be added.
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Nandita Mataji keep on telling, reminding me, and I keep missing it. Okay, so I'll do that because it's all ready. I shared to her, but I think the one, because of one mark was missing, it was withhold. Yeah, I'll share it. Then anything else? So I think we can end here
No,
today.
Mataji.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Vancha kalpadarupascha, kripasindhivemcha, patitanam pavaneva vaishnavi.
Thank you, Mataji.